Testing 1, 2. What's going on? We are back in black in the building. Microphone check. Test 1, 2. Man, can't wait for that documentary to come out. Shout out to everybody out there at the Court Plantation doing what they got to do to survive. Man, shout out to the homegirl Shawnee, Erica, Philly, Florida. You already know I'm gonna hit y'all. My brother Dave from No Compromise, James Youngblood. Everybody out here in Las Vegas. If I forgot your name, man, that's my bad. But anyway, man, hey man, we gotta take back the culture. So we gonna talk about that today. Let's get it. The reason why I'm talking about we gotta take back the culture, man, because there's so much shit going on. I am noticing. That's why, man, I'm so proud and so happy that brother Tariq Nasheed is doing that microphone check. And he's restoring order. Very, very proud of that brother, and I'm glad with all his accomplishments. I'm glad with everybody that's starting to stake claim in who we are and what we have done for this country. Shout out to brother Dr. Claude Anderson and all his great teachings. And the reason why, because I like to mention how he says we are a special people, and we are. And we have to take back the culture. You know, even when I go to the gym, man, it's some things that I see, and I think it's quite funny. I see a lot of people amalgamating over to hip hop culture, though, but you have to treat them like, Eddie Kane treated Flash from the 5 Heartbeats. You want my spot, Flash? You want my spot? Huh? Well, you ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. And the reason why I talk about that is because we have to understand, man, we are the chosen ones. We are the gods. Oftentimes, I let my hair nap out. I used to get tapers and had a crisp cut, and I just, for some sort of reason, I was just like, I don't give a fuck. I let my hair grow out. I'm thankful that it grows back when I cut it. And a lot of times, when I'm, sometimes just trying to twist my shit up, just to kind of let it dread up a little bit, just a little bit, And at one time I looked up, saw 2 Latinos just staring at my hair. And I laughed because I'm like, see, you can put the clothes on like us. You can act like you can rap like us, but you can't be us. And you don't want to be us. You just want the culture because it benefits y'all. I see a lot of culture appropriating. I see a lot of people that don't know history. And I see, what's so funny? This is what I think is so funny. Y'all want to be us, but when it comes to our struggle, y'all ain't nowhere around. The reason why I said we're taking back FBA culture is because, Martin Luther King Day just passed. How many other racial groups told you Happy Martin Luther King Day? I'll wait. Exactly. Black History Month is coming up next week. Not next week, but next month or whatever. How many other racial groups are going to sit down and have a conversation with you about Black history and like everything that we've contributed to this country? No, they're going to act like they've been here the whole time and we just got here. As Dr. Claude Anderson says, they want to make us a permanent underclass. And that's the shit that I be tripping out about because I be like, damn, and I got love for all these other racial groups. It ain't that I don't have love for them, but it was different in the 90s. In the 90s, everybody kind of just stayed in their own lane. I never really seen any other racial group trying to just like black folk, trying to talk like us. I never really saw that. Now it's like real common to have that. And then I don't think they understand that they're culturally appropriating what we built because to them, it's just like, oh, well, that's the in style, but FBA culture is not a fad. This is real life. This is what we deal with every day. Martin Luther King got assassinated by the dominant society, by the system of racism, white supremacy. They'll kill you and then give you a holiday. You know what I mean? So it's like, these are things that we are special people. We built this country for free without a repayment. We still fighting. We ain't even ran. We ain't went nowhere else but stayed here and fight. We fight the good fight at the Court Plantation. We fight the good fight everywhere. Why they just walk right in. The door's just wide open. That's why we got to take the culture back. Meaning, take your culture back. Take the vote back, too. Don't just be sitting up here voting for no damn Joe Biden because he want to have a chicken dinner with you and sing the Black National Anthem. No, man. Ask for tangibles. That's a part of our culture. Quid pro quo, something for something. We don't just give up our vote and then they ain't giving a shit. As you can see, Joe Biden ain't gonna give you shit anyway. That's why the Democrats are panicking. That's why you about to see all of them. The Angela Rye's, the John Legends. You're going to see all these Democratic people come out trying to get y'all to vote and use scare tactics behind it. And see, being a part of FBA culture and knowing, what we know, and we know it's scare tactics, no. History has taught us that, something for something. See, they just wanted to be a whole bunch of Sambos and Mammies and Coons and tell them about the gun lines and Hayward Shepherds and Steve from Django's. That's what they want, because that's what you get at the core plantation all the time. And I get it. The dominant society has made it hard for us to look out for each other. It just has. Because you like, damn, I got to get mines because shit, I can't afford to look out for nobody else. But when you fortify that thought process in your mind, just don't forget, okay, boom, once I make it to where I need to make it, let me turn around and make sure people around me are straight. That's all that is. It's not hard. It's easy. I just think that a lot of the times we get frustrated because we see so much racism and white supremacy, and you need to tell people, if you're not establishing a system of justice, what are you doing? Look at the NBA. Look at the Milwaukee Bucks. They fired the white man who got them to the championship, right? Okay, this isn't working. Then they hired the black dude. Okay, maybe this will work better. Oh, he ain't working. Fire him. Let's hire another nigga. What trips me out about the Doc Rivers and them, it's like, Doc Rivers, stop being so thirsty. I got love for Doc, but sometimes stop being so thirsty. Just because they call you coach, you say, nah, I'm going to decline that. Let me just, you know what I mean? I'm going to decline that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to just let these organizations fall. You know what I mean? Look, and you look at the NFL. Look at this NFL, same thing. They don't like that. They don't like those black quarterbacks if they got their own agents and they got their mom or their daddy being their agent. The league don't like that. That's the one thing I'll give credit to LeBron about. He came in with his homeboys, put them in the game, and now they running the game. And the dominant society don't like that. That's a part of taking back FBA culture. You know what I mean? Now, LeBron is the GOAT in financial business because he ain't even out the league. He's a billionaire. He been a billionaire. It took Jordan to get out the league and then 8 years later buy a team and then 15 years later sell it for $3 billion. You know what I'm saying? Magic is just now a billionaire. Magic been out the NBA, 20, 30 years? So it's like, you got to give LeBron James props when it comes to financial literacy and understanding about how his kids will be taken care of. And that's what we have to do. We're doing a great job of knowing who we are, reading. That's one thing. When you have discussions with people, if they ain't read, don't even entertain them for the most part. You know what I mean? And we got to stop being so arrogant. I remember I was at the gym, man. We was all chopping it up, just talking about the state of Las Vegas and the state of LA and how crowded and expensive it is and, this and that and, sports and how, the money they make. And this one dude, he was in there. He's like, I played football and all this other stuff. And I was like, yeah, it's controlled opposition and controlling. It's a job. It's a core plantation. It's a job. It's a book called $40 Million Slave. It's a job. You know what I mean? And I think people feel like, sometimes like, oh, he played. I understand. I said, I understand. But at the end of the day, it's entertainment to us, but it's a job for y'all. Because if y'all don't go, y'all don't get paid. You know what I mean? Everything's negotiable when you're dealing with a corporate plantation. And that's what you're on. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go too hard, and I didn't want to say too much because, it ain't about embarrassing people. But a lot of people, we got to stop being arrogant as a people. You know what I mean? We have to start understanding and listening to each other as far as the positions of where people are coming from, especially because life is about perspectives. And if we don't have those perspectives, I don't know what you have. Now, my partake on us taking back FBA culture is we need to start vetting out a lot of the shit that's going on. Stop letting people co-sign shit that we don't do. For instance, when Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, we shouldn't have co-signed that. It ain't about holding Charlamagne the God accountable. It's about holding Joe Biden accountable and saying that you don't get to say that to us. That's not what you say. I don't care about those. Those black people don't speak for us. The Talented 10th and the NAACP and all this other sucker shit, they don't speak for us. And we got to start putting that shit out there, because if we don't put that shit out there, it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of things that's going on that we could, get involved with. And I'm talking about on a mental level. Remember, I'm going to tell you that racism is a team sport. If you don't get along, I understand that. It ain't meant for every black person to get along and see eye to eye and all this other stuff. But sometimes the approach of just, not having further discussions is a good approach. And this is the reason why. Because I'm coming from the Neely Fuller Jr. perspective. The four wall effect. If people don't get along, they don't need to be in the same vicinity until better heads prevail. So there's no need to have the four wall effect and you're just arguing and fighting and arguing. You're just wasting time. So I'm glad that a lot of people are taking that approach when it comes to certain things. Because to me, it just sheds a new light on the maturity that is there. You're like, what you mean more maturity? If you're not getting along with people, let's just say you're not getting along with one of your homeboys, like y'all just not on the same page. If y'all not coming together to embrace a solution, there ain't no need for y'all to be in the same space. So y'all be arguing and fighting and wasting time, because I call it a time wasting mechanism. Sometimes we got to wake up and understand what's going on. Look at it. They want to give you a Martin Luther King Day. Half the jobs wasn't even closed. They was open. So what does that tell you about MLK? They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's up for you to care. And in Jonathan Majors, you just stop. Every woman you see, you can't be comparing them to no goddamn Coretta Scott King. Stop doing that, Jonathan Majors. I know that they done blackballed you, did all that shit, but sometimes you gotta wake up and understand, man. Don't compare every woman. Don't compare Megan Good and every woman to Coretta Scott King. She's Coretta and Megan Good is Megan Good. That's it. If she's a good person, you don't have to do all that comparison. She's a good person to you and she fuck with you, cool. But I think a lot of the times we have to wake up. Because it is our culture. The Martin Luther Kings, the Frederick Douglasses, you know what I mean? All of our FBA greats. That's our culture. And we need to know it because we are descendants of them. They are us and we are them. Let's remember that. And let's stop having this underlying tension towards each other. Understand that racism and white supremacy is a team sport. And racism is the competition of resources if you're dealing with Dr. Claude Ennis's teaching. If you're dealing with Neely Fuller Jr., or let's just say the Honorable Queen Mother, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, if you're dealing with her teachings, it's genetic annihilation. Racism, white supremacy is genetic annihilation, and they dominate 9 areas of people activity. Y'all know that. We know what it is. Let's just keep reinforming that and take it back. You see, they trying to weasel their way into hip hop. No, you know why they want to weasel their way? Because now you can get paid from it. You can get world notoriety from it. Now all of a sudden, Latinos want to come in. Man, please, Puerto Ricans, y'all called hip hop Morena music, so stop. And on the West Coast, Latinos did not fuck with black folk like that. Not as a whole. No, they did not. And they did not listen to our music. And if they did, that doesn't mean they was going to be friends with you. Y'all know what it is, and y'all know what it ain't. This is the time for us to take it back. Look, this is going to be a good year. We're going to have to focus and understand this is the year of 8. 2024, that equals 8. 2023, that equaled 7 in numerology. So this is the year 8. This is going to be a great year, and magnetize it. Put it on your vision board mentally. Understand what's going on, and don't take no shit from nobody. And it's not about arguing with people. If you feel like you're going to be in an argument, just back, fade to the black, and move forward. Arguing with another black person at this point in your life is wasting time. Hey, man, that's my time. You know what it is. You know what it ain't. Hey, man, I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.